So now let us see what is the formula for trapezoidal rule. So what is that we have to evaluate here? We have to evaluate definite integral a to b of f of x dx. Integral a to b f of x dx. We have to evaluate this. So now what are the rules we have here? Trapezoidal rule. So trapezoidal rule, what is the formula? So trapezoidal rule formula, let us see here. Integral a to b f of x dx is equal to h by 2 into y naught plus yn plus 2 times the remaining values. 2 times the remaining values means excluding y naught. So here we have to prepare a table. So starting with for a given f of x, we take the values corresponding to x naught, we have y naught. So x1 we have y1, x2 we have y2, so on. So up to, so if we take xn, we get yn. So that depends upon how many subintervals we take, depends upon the formula here. So what is excluding y naught, yn? What all the remaining values in between? So 2 times y1 plus y2 plus so on, excluding yn minus 1. So this is trapezoidal rule. Next, Simpson's 1/3 rule. Simpson's 1/3 rule. So 1/3 rule here. So here it is like integral a to b f of x dx is equal to h by 3, 1/3 rule, h by 3 of y naught plus yn is common, y naught plus yn is common, plus I told you it is to be written as even subintervals. So 2 times even terms, 2 times y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus so on, yn minus 2 plus 4 times remaining terms. So if I remove y2, y naught, remaining y1, y2, next y3. Because we are writing 2 times even terms, y3 plus so on plus yn minus 1. That is Simpson's 1/3 rule. Next, Simpson's 3/8 rule. Simpson's 3/8 rule. So here integral a to b f of x dx is equal to, because it is 3/8 rule, here we have 3h by 8. 3h by 8. So first term is common for all the terms, y naught plus yn plus. So here we have to write multiples of 3. So 2 times multiples of 3. y3 plus, y6 plus, y9 plus so on. Multiples of 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9. Up to yn minus 3 plus 3 times remaining terms. What is remaining? Y naught. After that y1, y2, y3 is here. Next y4, y5 plus y6 is here, so on. It goes on like this. So this is Simpson's 3/8 rule. So you have to remember even number of terms. So 2 times even number of terms plus 4 times remaining terms. 2 times multiples of 3 plus 3 times remaining terms. That is how we have to remember here. Now suppose the number of subintervals in Simpson's 1/3 rule are 6 subintervals. 6 subintervals means how many values we get in the table. So in the table we get, starting with x naught, x f of x, we start with x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6. Correspondingly y naught, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. See the 6 subintervals I am telling. See the subintervals here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 subintervals. That is how we have to divide. So now what is the formula here? What is y naught here? Y naught is fixed. Yn. Y naught is all the time y naught. Only we should be bothered with yn. What is yn? Y6. So how does this formula change? This will be no change in h by 3. This will be y naught plus y6. What is our yn? Our yn is y6. Y naught plus y6. 2 times. So what is that we have to write here? 2 times even terms. Once you have finished writing y naught and y6, delete them. Delete them means just with pencil you just put like this. You are not supposed to use, because see here you have after y4 you will get y6. You are not supposed to write y6 again. For that reason I am telling. Now what are the even terms here? y2 is even, y4 is even. So we have to write 2 times y2 plus y4. You are not supposed to write y6 again. Next, remaining terms you will be having clarity, because once these are over, y2, y4 also we have written. What are the remaining? y1, y3, y5. 4 times you have to write y1 plus y3 plus y5. That is how you have to write. Now coming to Simpson's 3/8 rule. So here also, because 6, that's why I told you number of subintervals, if it is 6, it suits for trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule and Simpson's 3/8 rule. It is applicable for all. So for Simpson's 3/8 rule, so what is our yn here? y6. What is the formula? 3h by 8. No change in this. Our y naught is y naught. What is our yn? Yn is y6. 2 times. See here, once you use y6, you are not supposed to use it again. That is the reason I am telling you here. Just forget about y6 once you have written. You are not supposed to write y6 here again. 2 times y3, that's all. Plus 3 times. Now y6 is over, y0 is over, y3 is also finished. Now what are remaining? y1, y2, y4, y5. y1, y2, y4, y5. 3 times y1, y2, y4 plus y5. So this is how you have to write Simpson's 3/8 1/3 rule when you divide the given interval into 6 subintervals. So now if you divide, next question is, if you divide it into 12 subintervals, then you can write here y2 plus y4 plus y6 up to, now your yn will be y12. So you are not supposed to write y12 here, only up to y10 you are allowed to write. Similarly here also. Then if you divide the number of subintervals to 12 in Simpson's 3/8, you can write y3, y6, y9. Next comes y12. You are not supposed to write here. You are supposed to write only up to y9. Because our yn is y12. You are not supposed to repeat it here. Remaining terms you can write. So this is about the trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 3/8 rule and Simpson's 1/3 rule. So we have to remember minimum 6 subintervals we have to start. If you proceed in this way, you can apply the same tabular value to trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule and Simpson's 3/8 rule. Let us see a problem basing on this formula. So evaluate integral 0 to 6 dx by 1 plus x square by using trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, trapezoidal rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule, Simpson's 1/3 rule. Third one, Simpson's 3/8 rule. 3/8 rule. So here we have to use the 3 rules for a given single f of x. So that is why I told you what is the common subinterval for trapezoidal, Simpson's 1/3 and Simpson's 3/8. Number of subintervals is 6. So now here we have to divide. See the solution. So what is our f of x? Comparing the given integral with the integral a to b. What is the integral we have to evaluate? Integral a to b f of x dx. So what is our a here? A is 0, b is 6. So here a is 0, b is 6, f of x is, so we shall write here f of x. F of x is 1 by 1 plus x square. 1 by 1 plus x square. So now you have to divide the interval 0 to 6. Interval 0 to 6 into how many subintervals? 6 subintervals means h we need. H is equal to, what is our b? 6. What is our a? b minus a by n. b minus a by n. So if it is b minus a by n, so 6 minus a is 0 by n. N here we are fixing ourselves for 6. So what is h? H is equal to 1. 6 by 6 is 1. Means 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. See the number of subintervals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 subintervals. So these are, this is x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. Correspondingly now we have to prepare the table. So table we have to prepare. X, our f of x is 1 by 1 plus x square. x0 is 0, we start with 0, 1, 2, next 3, 4, 5 and 6. So x0, x1, x2, x3 up to x6. So correspondingly this is our y0, this is y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 and y6. Corresponding to x0 it is y0, corresponding to x1 it is y1, corresponding to x2 it is y2 and corresponding to x3 it is y3, so on. Corresponding to x6 the value is y6. Now tabular value. So how we calculate the tabular value is, substitute x as 0. When x0 is equal to 0, y0 is equal to 1 by 1 plus x0 is 0, 0 square. So it is 1. So we get here 1, 1 by 1. So like that if you evaluate when x0, x1 is equal to 1. So what is y1? y1 is 1 by 1 plus, so our x0 is 1, 1 square. So it is 1 by 2, it is 0.5. So here we will get 0.5. Next, similarly if you calculate, you will get here 0.2. Next you will get 0.1. Next you will get 0.0588. For 5 you have 0.0385. So next we have 0.027, 0.027. So this is how we have to evaluate the values. So how we evaluate these values? So when x0 is equal to 1, x0 is 0, we get here so see the values here. When x0 is equal to 0, this is x0, this is x1, This is x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. So when x0 is equal to 0, what is our y0? Y0 is equal to f at x0. So this is 1 by 1 plus 0 square. It is 1 by 1 is 1. Next y1. Y1 is f at x1. What is our x1? X1 is 1. 1 by 1 plus 1 square. It is 1 by 2, 0.5. Similarly y2 is f at x2. So this is equal to 1 by 1 plus what is our x2? 2. 2 square. So it is 1 by 1 plus 4 is 5 is 0.2. Similarly y3. Y3 is f at x3. What is our x3? X3 is 3. 1 plus 3 square. So it is 1 by 10. 9 plus 1, 10. So it is 0.1. Next y4. Y4 is f at x4. So this is 1 by 1 plus 4 square. It is 1 by 17. 4 4s are 16 plus 1, 17. It comes to be 0.0588. Next y5. Y5 is f at x5. That is equal to 1 by 1 plus 5 square. 25 plus 1, 26. 1 by 26. So it comes to be 0.0385. Similarly y6 is f at x6. This is 1 by 1 plus 6 square means 1 by 1 plus, so 6 squares 36 plus 1, it is 37. So its value is 0.027. Let us substitute these values in the formula and let us evaluate. Go through the tabular values.